I'm bringing my keys for. Fuck. Wish I had some fucking winter gloves, man. Oh well. We ain't gonna be there that long. Oh, shit, it's fucking snowing a little bit. You see, the guy wasn't wrong that about the weather, you know? Not liking it, that's for sure. Put my fucking phone in the mailbox. uh, Man, I wasn't expecting it to fucking snow tonight. Man, went from fucking 63 degrees Tuesday to fucking 15. How unbelievable is that? No one's on the road here. Crazy, man. This place is dead. Everyone's going to bed because people are going to work Friday. Huh. This ain't gonna be a long live. So. God, I wish I had a heater in this porch, man. Oh, man. When will this fucking cold weather end here, man? I'm sick of it. Can't wait to move out of here. Fuck. Man. Man, it's like a ghost town here. You can hear my echo. Man, these people drive so slow here, man. My God. Why does it take you so long to drive? What are you doing, dude? Jesus. I don't know what's going on. Person's on his phone, yep. Yeah, yep. That's why this person's driving slow, trying to figure out where to go or something. It's turning around. I don't get it. Ready to go in. Too cold out there, man. I'm not going out there tonight. Fuck that. Fuck that shit. Freezing cold. Yeah, shit. Sit down. Let me use this here. It's gotta hold it. Let's see. Okay. Oh, goodness. It's too cold out there. Just 60 degrees and it's 15. Man. Ooh. Ugh. Ugh. I don't live in a shared place. I live on my own, man. I live in an apartment. Uh, guess it's like up and down. Sometimes I feel overwhelmed here. Sometimes I feel okay, but I'm planning on moving out of here after my lease. I can't stand the isolation and this is just the cold weather just gets to me at times. But how are things going for you though? It's one thing when I'm trying to find a new place. If I could find something that's like my own place like this, and if I can find something that's got utilities included. So I don't want to I don't want to get a place that's just fucking not all utilities included, though. Yeah, there is some positives of living alone. You're more at peace, and you're not living in under someone's roof, you know. But yeah, I just don't like living here though. Sucks. Yeah, I mean, I guess my rent's not too bad. I pay 600 something, so it's not so bad. But yeah, most places are pretty much a lot. It's $630, I think. It's not bad for like the place being pretty good, so I'll take it. I was paying 500. Uh, no, 600 a month. I was paying 500 a month in Philly. It was a, it was with roommates, and then when I moved out, they raised to $1,000. That place was a shithole. It was really bad. So, one bedroom, not two. If I got something for two, it'd probably be like 800 something, probably. So, what's up, simp? Tom, so reality obstructor. What's up, man? Yeah, I'm still here. Yep. I'm planning on moving out though. I don't like living here that much, really. $400 a week. So you're paying $1,600 a month. That's a lot, I'll say. That's a good amount. Yeah, that's a good amount right there. It better be a good apartment then. If it's $1,600 a month. I mean, I guess you get what you paid for, right? Like, I guess I paid for like the cost of living is cheaper than a lot of places and stuff, but you get the severe weather and you don't really get much, you know? Yeah, it's good once in a while. I'll drink a beer here and there. I mean, I haven't drank a beer in a while, so I don't really do that on a daily. Like, just drink a beer, really. I'll do it when I'm like going out somewhere. So yeah, the place like Arizona, it's gonna be a little expensive, but if I budget good and stuff like that, it'll be all right. I think it'll be a better place for me to live. 297 a week. Let's see. Let's see how much that is. A month. Oh, 297 times 4. I mean, if you can afford it, it's not bad. If you're struggling to pay your rent, then it isn't good, I guess. So, I feel like that's pretty typical with a lot of apartments, though. 11, like 1,200 a month. We'll say it's not too bad, I guess. That's the thing. If you can't afford it, then that's when it's not good. Yeah, I try when I'm trying to find a place after a lease. I'm trying to find something under 1,000 if I can, a decent area. But it's not easy though. Keep looking, I guess, right? Yeah, it does feel like a horror show in a way. Yeah, I have a one bedroom here. So, yeah, I don't like it either, man. I take medication, and today I had to get a blood test just to get my lithium levels checked. Kind of sucks. What's up, Grift? What's going on, man? Yeah, living with bipolar is fucking tough. It really is. This place I'm living in is affects my bipolar, the weather, and can't deal with it. Um, it's not like an apartment complex, but it's like an older building. It's like an older apartment. Like there, I have like neighbors next door, like walking distance. Like I can open the door, my neighbor's right there. There's people upstairs. So yeah, I found it on Facebook Marketplace. I think it's pretty good to find places. Noisy? No, I'll say my neighbors aren't too bad. I guess the person upstairs has like a kid. The baby screams at night times, but it's not so bad though. Like where I lived at in Philly was worse. Like my roommates, like I would be sleeping to go to work, and my one roommate would be having sex with his girl all night. He would try to blast the music, acting like I didn't hear it, but I heard it clearly, you know? At least I'm not hearing that shit anymore. So, yeah. Yeah, it is cheaper rent in South Dakota. It's cheaper than a lot of places. But buying a house here, I heard, is pretty expensive and things like that. Yeah, most places, yeah. Most places you got a room with somebody. Not always though. If you do your research, you find an older building, kind of similar to this. It can work, you know. I'm pretty close. The commutes. I mean, my job's like 9 minutes away. Going to the grocery store is like 15 minutes. So I guess this is another good thing here. It's close commutes, but it's not walkable. I mean, you always have to drive somewhere. So I mean, for me, like I guess I'd rather just rent. To be honest, it would be nice to buy like a house, like a very small one, but I feel like I'm not the type of person that likes to stay at a place long term. So that's I'll just keep renting. You can walk the shops in 5 minutes. Yeah, that's a good thing. It's good that things are like walkable. You don't have to drive far to go to a place. Do you live in like a city or something? A shack? I guess if it's doable, I would live in one. Yeah, inheritance. Yeah, that would help if you're getting inheritance back from your parents. That would help buy a house, I guess. I mean, I lived with my dad and my grandparents, and it was a pretty big house. It had a big yard, and it was just a lot of work. I don't think I would want to own a house and do a lot of work on it, you know, in a small city. What you have like siblings, I guess? And my grandpa passed away, so my dad's selling the house because he can't afford it. My dad's probably gonna live in a rancher home, from what I heard. Like after the summer, so be different. Yeah, they try to change the subject about certain things you want to talk about. Yeah, it's a lot of fucking parents, unfortunately. Nah, I don't have inheritance. Nope. My dad is my dad's selling the house and the money's going towards his siblings too. So it's gonna be my dad, his sister, and his brother, because they grew up in that house in childhood. I won't be getting anything out of it, even though I lived there basically almost my whole life too. So I don't get along with my dad either. So I'm not gonna get anything from him, you know. Uh, and then I have two brothers, so they're not gonna get nothing either. What about my mom? My mom isn't getting nothing either from that. Uh, my mom, my mom didn't really live with my dad at my dad's house. Like my parents were divorced. Like my mom lived in like different places. Yeah, I agree. I feel like nobody wants to live on the streets or just have your own place, you know. Damn, 15 houses? That's insane. Yeah, and a house can build equity and you can build wealth out of that. That's what's good about owning, you know? Yeah, you're renting your mental health. You're renting this body until you're gone. Yeah, I get treated with lithium too, man. Yeah, if I don't take my meds in like 2 or 3 days, I go insane. I remember when I had a manic episode, I spent all my money traveling. I forgot to bring my medication. I was super manic. My mania was even worse. Like I was manic that whole year. I had to I had to go to a mental hospital because of it. Nah, I don't live in a van. Divorced. Yeah, my parents divorced as a kid. Yeah, my parents divorced when I was like 6. So people like to pretend like they respect you, so you don't force appropriate consequences. Yeah, those type of people are fake, man. Best to stay away from those disrespectful people. Yeah, it is expensive. Yep. It's like you got to plan to really travel somewhere a lot of the times. Yeah, I guess with the cost of living too, it's hard to spend money on things that you like to do, it seems. Yeah, I mean, your parents and your elders at Rohi? Yeah, I went to a couple different schools. I lived with my mom. I went to this one school, it was horrible. And the special ed there was even worse than like growing up the schools by my dad's. Yeah, I mean, you don't have to respect your elders when they treat you like shit, you know? Yeah, it is like a bullshit machine. Yeah, I mean, you have to have like a van that's like more room and you feel comfortable. It's not easy. I tried living in my car, that was very hard. I had a lot of shit in my car where I couldn't recline back. It was hard for me to sleep in when I was homeless for a bit. People say you're tough for getting abused. Yeah, it's pathetic, man. No one should be abused. It's not an act of being tough. It seems like people accept. It seems like those type of people accept people being abused, and people think that suffering will make them stronger or something. And it's not like that. And you still have traumas that are affecting your life. Yeah, I guess it depends. Like, if the school is not good, you're getting bullied a lot, then it ain't worth it, you know? But yeah, I mean, if you want to try to maintain friendships, that is best to do that, though. People can tell. Yeah, I guess they could. It's possible. If you openly talk about it with people, they will, obviously, and insecure about things. Yeah, gotta know where to park. You gotta make sure that no one's gonna break in. That shit isn't easy at all. What's a Heilig? What's that? Nah, I mean, no one should tolerate abuse. That's unacceptable. People that tell you that are pathetic, man. Yeah, well, they're fake people, Grift. Those are fake people. Those are fake. Yeah, if it's 24 hours, you can probably park there, but it isn't, then it's gonna be tough. I think parking by like a truck stop gas station will probably do it. Because that's 24 hours. If you park like at a gym, then it's 24 hours. I would do it. So, like if you live in the States, it's certain states are different laws, and some of them may be more lenient on some of them where you can park. They're from the Gnostic belief. What are they though? No, I don't have a vinyl collection. Yeah. Well, they're fragile because they're most likely abused as a kid, also, and they feel like how they were raised. Like they feel like they can raise their children that way, and that isn't right. That's prolonging the abuse. It's like generational trauma. Yeah, that would if you could if you could get rid of the seats, then it would drastically help living in the car. The egg came first. Hmm. Unlicensed. Crazy, man. Yeah, it just shows that the parent isn't a good parent, that's for sure. Yeah, I think so. The divorce definitely affected me in a lot of ways. It was an unhealthy divorce, so it made me feel more avoidant, and I have like some like abandonment attachment too. It affected a lot of my health too. I don't know how to do that. Well, they both should get punished. The old man and the son. The old man should, you know, should be mindful that kids driving. Yeah, can't always respect elders when they're dicks, you know? Yeah, right. That's kind of like how, like, there's school shooters. Like, how, like, their son, for example, got a gun from the parent and shot up people in the school. Like, the parent should be accountable as well for giving the kid the gun or not hiding it well. Yeah, that's just gaslighting, man. They try to instigate you and they want to react. That's what they want to do. They try to feel like they're the winners. I'll say not all kids' crimes. Now I'll say I'll disagree, but definitely if parents were involved in the kid's crime in some sort of way, yeah. Yeah, that is gaslighting. I agree. Yeah, I mean, I think parents should um, take their kids seriously. That's for sure. Yeah, I mean, that's something that parents don't consider that they can um, have a kid that's a serial killer, or a rapist, or a pedophile. You know? Are you talking? Is it a movie? Yeah, I mean, if people go by social norms, yeah, I'll say so. It's a series, like a TV show or something. Yeah, I mean, not everyone can adapt to this life either, you know? There's people that will struggle, they try their best, they put in their effort, but it doesn't it doesn't work and they can't adapt to this life. Shit's fucked up. It isn't fair. Yeah, that is true. Yep, I agree, bro. I agree with that. Yeah, I would if I had a choice. Yeah, I would not be born. I'll say it's not your fault if it's like something that's affecting your life and it's making you feel worse. You're not getting anything quality, you know? Yeah, I mean, I never really cared about owning a home anyways. There's a lot of, yeah, you can make, it gives you equity, you build money off it, it's an investment, but there's a lot of cons with owning a home, you know? Yeah, I mean, if you retire, you can die before your retirement age. It's rare that people become monsters. Yeah, I mean, I guess even with bad parents, like, doesn't mean the kid will be a monster either, you know? Um, but yeah, I do agree in a way that when there's kids that are born like really bad people, there's always something with the parents too. So, be shit. Don't know. That's a good question. Um, that's probably hard to get, to be honest with you. Probably gotta do a lot of research and digging. It's probably not easy. Yeah, they had bad parents, like with statistic wise. Yeah, I mean it makes sense, you know. Makes a lot of sense with that. Usually it's something with the parents that made them become that. What's Quespiera? What's that? Nah, what happened with Michael Jordan? I don't know. Thing is, you would have to pay more than the market rent. Yeah, that isn't good. Yeah, I don't get why it has to take rocket science just to own a house, you know? Crazy, man. Right, you're saying Roth IRA is too slow, Rohi? Man, I'll say it's better than a 401k, that's for sure. Yeah, I mean, I feel like if you want to make money in stocks, you have to put in a lot of money down, seems like. Is my dad a control freak? I wouldn't say he's a really a control freak, but he's just a workaholic. And he just gets angry easily. He's very irritable and all that stuff. What's the best way to make faster money then, you think? Yeah, but how do you make faster money though? That's the question. We'll say there's nothing wrong with doing that though. Putting a Roth IRA. But with a Roth IRA, that's you can take that out. That's your own. Like if you're doing like a 401k, it's like harder. Better skills. Yeah, because it depends on what you want to sell, I guess. Get licensing. Yeah, I mean, I'll agree with that. I'll say not everyone's capable of doing it, though. For many reasons. Sucks how you have to pay for work just to work. Yeah, it's like working at a temp agency. It's kind of like what I'm doing right now. Money's coming out of my paycheck just so I can work this job. Normally, like if I worked at this place, I would be making 22 an hour instead of 18. But the temp agency is taking money out. What about real estate license, bro? How you think that's a smart thing to do? Google it. All right. Is this something that I'll get censored on YouTube for or something? You say. Hmm. Hate those websites where they tell you to subscribe. You can't even see that shit. YouTube won't let you. Yeah, fucking censorship. There's something about Mark Henry. I feel like that's not it. It is something else, right? NASCAR. I mean, I didn't see that. Yeah, why is he grabbing him like that? I don't get it. Yeah, that's weird. Hmm. Where are they accusing him of like being like a pedophile or something? Sally touched that kid? Man, I don't get why he would touch the kid like that. That is pretty weird. Yeah, that is very weird, I'll say. It's almost like he's trying to grab the kid's butt or something. It's fucking weird. Never meet your heroes, that's what that means. Yeah, I think he did. We'll see it again. Hmm. Celeb culture is overrated? Yeah, I agree, man. I feel like people focus on celebrities too much. I mean, I follow basketball and stuff, but uh, people go overboard about it. A lot of times they don't really contribute any value to society besides entertainment. There's a lot of these celebrities that uh, will like do bad things, you know. uh, yeah, I'm all right. I'm just kind of this week has been kind of moving around a lot, work and all those things. So yeah, a little tired. Uh, I'll say. I mean, if I was doing it on my own online with my own time, then I would pick online. All right. I mean, obviously, I did an in-person study in school and did in college and stuff, and obviously that shit's a hit or miss depending on uh, the teacher you have. Online studies aren't valued that much. I mean, it depends on what you're studying on, though. If you're studying on something that will give you a good income, it's worth it, you know? Depends. It's cheaper, too, usually. It's another good thing about that. If you're, like, trying to go to college or do a trade or whatever, but I guess it's not worth it, really, when you're, like, doing online studying, like as a kid, like how the pandemic was, you know? Yeah, I was at the cemetery. Yep, I was in Pennsylvania last weekend. Planning on doing more videos there in July, so we'll stay tuned with that. It's not gonna be for a while though. Less stimulating. Yeah, some people want more stimulation, like in class, right? Depends on the person, you know. Yeah, I think after July, I don't know if I'll be able to do videos in there that much anymore. My dad's selling the house, so yeah, he is younger than me. He is younger. He's uh he's 3 years younger than me. But yeah, I mean, he's got more hair than me. He doesn't really have a beard like me. Uh, yeah, I mean, he's different. Yeah, that's terrible, man. Freaking parents and people in your family can just hate other people, you know? My grandpa passed away. That's why my dad's selling the house. But my dad's probably moving to like a rancher home with his girlfriend or something. Share the same what? Yeah, I mean, if your family treat you like garbage, I can see why someone can turn, or you turned into like a misanthrope. You know, makes sense. It's not you don't just be born a misanthrope. You just get bad interactions with people, and you get treated like shit. That makes you become one. You know, and the problem with that is like you there's people that will generalize too much on other people, and it just causes more problems. You know, is what sucks about that. Yeah, bad parents. Yeah, yeah. He was in hospice. Yeah, I mean, he wasn't able to really do much, and he was just going through unnecessary pain and suffering. So he passed. He was dying basically. He was in pain, and he just passed away in his sleep. You know. That's why I kind of came over too, is I wanted to see him before he passed away. But he passed away after that. You know. So I mean, yeah, I mean, they don't want to check themselves and see why you don't like a lot of people because of the way your parents treat you, it seems. I'm not going to the funeral. I don't want to see certain people in my family. Funerals are awkward and they're never about like the person that is deceased. It's always about status and trying to see where everyone's at, basically. Like I've been to many funerals because I worked at a cemetery setting them up, and it's just, it's something else. His funeral's next month, so I'm not going to it. It's too much money to go down there. I'm not doing it, and I'm not doing it regardless. Yeah, right. The person doesn't care about the funeral. Exactly. Yeah, it is BS, man. Yep. I mean, I'll tell you this, like, I'm not gonna care about the funeral when I'm dead, you know? Yeah, that's terrible that you went to a funeral and you had a lot of people that dislike you, you know? Ain't worth going to a funeral like that. Yeah, yep. Just go to non existence after that, and you're done, you know? Your body just decays, and that's it. People don't want to accept that reality. People think that there's a soul and you go to heaven or hell or something, you get reincarnated. I don't believe that's what happens when you die, you know? I think it's pretty simple. Your brain stops working, that's when you're done, you know? People are too attached to bodies. Yeah, yeah. People will visit their loved one, they're attached to their bodies and shit. Or they get cremated, you know? People get cremated. Yeah, yeah, you're not conscious no more, your brain don't work. Yeah, it is a lot of money. You know how much the business is, Rohi? It's $1 million business. It's that shit is a moneymaker. People dying, being dead. People make money off the dead. The crazy part is there's people that make a lot of money and they spend a lot of money on these mausoleums and they're doing it to show off their wealth, you know? The thing is, like, what's the point in that when you're dead? It's just, I don't get it. You're donating your body to science? I mean, I'll say that's a good thing, I guess. Would I donate? I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, it doesn't make sense. I agree. You're spending thousands of dollars to, um, like for the funeral, and then there's people that'll spend money for like the reception. Like people will have dinners after it or lunches. Doesn't make sense. Nah, they ain't gonna remember. You think my grandpa's gonna remember me going to the funeral? No, I mean, I'm not going. He doesn't know that. He's unconscious. He's non existence. Yeah, I mean, you don't have to, man. You don't have to be obligated to spend money on other people's funerals. That shit's like a social norm, too, that shit. Yeah, they can be. I think New Year's is a big one. Yeah, birthdays can too. Mm, I mean, I have insomnia right now too, so I understand. Uh, Maybe lower your intake on caffeine and stimulants before you go to bed, and um, I'll say limit the phone use. I mean, that's it, I guess. Not easy though. Didn't go to his grandma's funeral 50 years ago. I mean, that's ridiculous. 50 years ago. That's insane. Why can't people just go by the memories of their loved ones that they cared about, you know? Go by that instead of going to a funeral, you know what I mean? Yeah, it is crazy. I agree with that. I think it is ridiculous. I think it's snowing a little bit, tiny bit. It's really cold out there. I'm sick of it. I'm ready to move. I don't care no more. Just tired of it. The place I move to next is a little expensive. That's okay, you know. Just gotta learn a budget and be frugal. And like what Rohai says, adapt, you know. I had to adapt to the cost of living. Just to get my sanity, right? Just to um have better weather so my bipolar moods won't be messed up, you know. Kind of tired. How are you doing, Gamer Stance? Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. Trying to be a minimalist. Yep. Try not to buy too many things and shit like that. Arizona? Yeah, I'm visiting there in June. Trying to see what it's like. Um, Most likely gonna move there. So get more money. Trying to, you know. Trying to. Feel like it's something I'm capable of doing and trying to do it. Feel like the thing is, I think if I minimize debt, that'll be more easier to increase income. Oh, that's cool. It probably tastes pretty good right there. It's like some juice and nice carbonated drink. I ain't buying water for 20 bucks, Rohi. I'll drink out of the tap. That's why I like Rohi. That's why you buy this thing right here. You don't buy water bottles. You buy shit like that. I didn't see your comment on YouTube yet, so I have to see it. Yeah, I mean, I am investing in Bitcoin and I'm putting money in a Roth and planning on investing in other things. So, yeah, I should make that a new hobby, a new cope. Finances, you know, shit that I'm doing now is getting old at times. What's ETFs? What's that? Nah, what's that video? I don't really watch a lot of YouTube much now. It's just a lot of brain rot. It's a lot of people are making content. It's just nothing wrong with making videos and stuff, but it's all the same. Just it's hard to find someone unique, you know. Um, that's probably pretty good. Traded funds might be pretty good. Yeah, not everyone can get quick fixes, I guess. Yeah, it does suck. Not a lot of good content out there now. Anti-nailist view. Uh, Guess I'll look at it sometime. Yeah, I mean, that's good, like, if you want to retire index funds. Yeah, I don't really monetize my shit, though, so I don't really care about that, really. Because if I had to monetize my videos, then I would be more censored even more. I can't even talk about certain things on here. What's the point? Stop wasting time on that. Alright, help me then, Rohai. I want a quick fix. You're my mentor. What's wrong with doing it, though? I'm trying to invest in trading and stuff, too. Like, trying to, like what you were saying before, trying to increase your income. I don't consider investing, like, stocks gambling, like, gambling, you know? I guess it's better to invest in stocks, I guess, when you have a lot of money. I guess that makes sense. When you don't have as much, it's harder. It's harder there. Yeah, I'll look at it real high. I'll look at it some more. Definitely want to if I want to get a quality of life. Yeah, I'll look into what you said tomorrow. It's getting kind of late. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's like Drake too. Drake's kind of similar. People shouldn't lie about their struggles, though. That's disingenuous, you know. Yeah, yep. Yeah, having a lot of money. Yep. Okay. Yeah, I'll check it out, man. See what's about. Yeah, not all celebrities come from a privileged background, though. I don't agree with that necessarily. I don't know if it pays a lot. I don't know if I agree with that. Depends. Yeah, the censorship's out of control. It's what sucks about YouTube. It's not a good platform anymore, but people are gonna always be using it though, so even myself, so I'd use it to talk to people, I guess. Depends on the content. Well, my content isn't gonna make me money, so I don't really care about that though. I like to talk about things that no one talks about, and uh, like certain things I would like to talk about on YouTube is just too controversial, you know? It won't make me money. That's what made YouTube great back then. Now it's shit. Yeah, I mean, I'll agree with that, Rohai. Yeah, you gotta put in the effort to make the money. You try your best to, and, you know, I mean, the person that puts in the effort compared to someone that doesn't is most likely gonna make more money, you know? Pretty simple, I guess. Man child. Um, I guess I feel like a lot of the times it can be the parents' fault for coddling their kid, or they make their kids dependent on their parents, you know? Um, I feel like it's an overused term, man child. It's another way to put someone down. They don't know their background. Um, so you have to have a good subscriber count. You have to have like a fan base that'll donate you a lot too, or just I guess like you have to do like a merch thing or something. It's not easy to make a lot of money on YouTube. It really isn't. It's a lot more competition now. It's just not easy. Yeah, not everyone can adapt though. That's why this life isn't fair, right? So I don't know what geo maxing or geo arbridge is. Yeah, I guess if you're an attractive woman, yeah, it's easier that way. Yeah, I mean, we ain't gonna live forever, so we do fail, you know? It's trying to live forever. Yeah, I mean, it is. That's what this life is. It is basically survival of the fittest, it seems like. People should question that shit, though, you know what I mean? But doesn't seem like it. Yeah, but the thing is, you can lose everything, though. That's not guaranteed. I'm not saying that's gonna happen to you, but something can happen where you may lose all your money and you may be in that state where you may be struggling again. But I'm not saying that's probably a low percent chance, I guess, but you know, that can happen, right? I mean, I guess you can get diagnosed with cancer, you can get diagnosed with something crazy, and it can affect your life, you know, even though you have all that money. I mean, yeah, I guess like you can get quality care, you have the money to for your treatment, but it's you know, you'll still be in immense pain and shit, right? So, I'm not saying that's gonna happen to you, but that can happen. So, yeah, but not all women are always winning in this life, you know. Depends. Transmax. Yeah, I mean, I'll agree with that, Rohi. You try your best to make more money. Yep. Be if you're capable of doing it, you know. Yeah, yep. Economy is not doing well. That's for sure. Get the money. uh, I guess I live in a low cost area like South Dakota and save more. Your what was your question again? Let me see. What are my thoughts on that? I guess it can help you. It can help build more money, and you can have more of a quality of life, right? I feel like if you live in a high cost of living, high wage, doesn't mean you're gonna have a good life, though, because the cost of living is too much. Even though you make a high wage, it's not keeping up with that, so that isn't good, right? That living in a high cost of living area is only worth it if you're uh like making a good amount of money, you know. If you're like not making that much money and you're in a high cost of living area, it ain't worth it. Uh, I mean, that's the thing with the low cost area where I live at. You'll have your cons, right? You pay. you get paid what you know. What was that? What's that saying? Um, you get what you paid for, right? And I it's affordable here, but it's very isolating. The weather is terrible, right? So there can be some cons with both those things, but it depends on the person, the situation. So if it benefits you, then that helps you. I mean, I agree with that, Rohai. Of course. Having more money gives you a quality of life, yes. Yeah, something that humans made up, man. Piece of paper, just to live. I mean, I feel like it's not the paper, it's the people using it for the wrong things. I mean, hopefully you don't go back to that, Rohai. I don't want to see you in that. Yeah, because you're constantly worrying about things and you got to work all the time and bills keep piling up. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you don't have to be around those people, Rohai. So, fuck that, right? Yeah, that's what's good about having money. You can get away from people that treat you like garbage. Waiting at the clock. Don't blame you, man. Hopefully, today is a tolerable day. You don't deal with some toxicity over there. Yeah, it's good that you're able to make more money, man. It's good, man. Do you trust tech CEOs? I mean, there could be corrupt ones. I mean, if there's CEOs that are willing to give their workers like fair wage, or it's I guess the environment's good and there's promotions and stuff, it can be good, but there's a lot of CEOs that are corrupt, and that's the bottom line. Yeah, I guess if you're a good-looking girl, you get treated better, but when the thing is, like, if you're a good-looking girl, you get all this attention from people. It's not genuine friendship. It's not. They could struggle with that because of their looks. Yeah, that's good, man. Worth sacrificing, right? Yeah, jobs can be abusive. Passive aggressive bosses, micromanagement, toxic coworkers. Yeah. Yeah, I'll say Rohi's, he put in the effort, but there was luck into play. He's lucky that nothing diminished his discipline and effort to make more money. I think it's a mix of both. Like, you put in the effort, you got luck. Luck came into play. So, yeah, yeah. Yeah, if you're getting more responsibility when you get a promotion, and some people can't handle the more responsibility, or uh, it's too much. Or there's people that can handle that, right? Yeah, people are shallow, man. I agree. Yeah, I mean, I agree. I mean, if you make the right decisions and stuff, you know, like things can be like on your lap, right? Depends on situations, though. Sometimes you just get bad luck, you know? Yeah, you can. Yeah. Can mitigate it to the point where there's a higher chance that like something won't impact you in a bad way, you know? Get a sugar daddy. uh Yeah, that is luck. Yeah, people are born with good parents. That's luck. You know, looks. You're attractive. That's luck. Yeah. Yeah, man. L-determinism. Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's. I think predeterminism is a thing. You know, you're born with these genetics, right? That's predetermined. You're born with these parents. That's predetermined. It's predetermined that you'll die somehow. You ain't gonna fucking live forever. Yeah, true. Yep. Guess it's worse depending on where you live at, too, right? And people are shallow of the looks, you know? If you're unattractive, you get treated like shit for no reason. If you're an attractive person, you'll just get jealousy and hate. It's just, that's what you'll get. Yeah, 5 more minutes. I gotta go to bed. I'm not trying to stay up all night long. I gotta go to bed here. Yeah, that's true. Yep. I mean, you could try put in the effort to get out of poverty. It's not easy, you know. Something can really hold you back, right? I mean, if you're capable of trying to get out, then that's good, you know. Things like if there's people out there that are incapable of getting out because of something that hinders her, like these genetics or something, and it's harder. Um, I guess I would pay my student loans and debt, I guess, that I have. And I mean, if I live in a country where like the American dollar goes farther, then yeah, I would be able to maintain it. If I probably stayed in the U.S., it probably would be harder. You know, I have to be very minimalistic. Yeah, I don't like a lot of politics, man. Cause a divide. Well, I'm gonna head for bed. I'm gonna do a live with T Sizzle tomorrow. So if you guys wanna watch that, you guys can. I don't know if it's gonna be on my channel or his, but I'm gonna post it on my community post, and we're gonna have like a discussion and talk about whatever it is, you know. So catch you guys later.